game has made me feel unlike any other game I've played this generation. It's given me a sense of, like, I'm intimidated by this game. When I see a boss in the distance, I'm, like, truly, like, ugh. When I fight a boss, I'm really tense, and I'm, like, it stresses me out. And it immediately took me back, 15, years ago when I was a kid initially playing these games that, like we were talking about, were hard games and stuff. Yeah. So I was interested in hearing from you guys, which games did you grow up as that you, like, almost dreaded playing because it, like, just intimidated you so much. It doesn't necessarily have to be a horror game. It was just a game that really, was hard, or, like, in a sense just, like, really intimidated you. So I was wondering what your thoughts were on that, or what games affected you that way.
I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is Jedi Power Battles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that game it wasn't really just because the gameplay was that hard. I just remember it being super clunky and hard to move around because it was, like, very weird camera angles the whole time. And I just remember that being really hard when we used to play that on PS1. That was tough.
I remember playing co-op with you during that.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Way back in the day.
Split screen.
Not even.
It was all on. It was like sharing a screen. It kind of looks similar. I mean, it doesn't look like Diablo, but it's kind of in that sense where you're like looking down at your character, sort of.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember getting, like, to the second level.
I never got past once you get to, is it Naboo you land on?
It's like the forest.
Yeah, it's like the swamp area where you meet Jar Jar.
I remember that.
I never got past that level.
Yeah.
I'm sure nowadays if we really tried, we could probably beat it. But when we were little kids, there was no way.
Yeah.
So, I was amazed we beat the first level. We had to fight that ship at the end when you're trying to escape that space station.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Man, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that one, I think you and I were talking earlier.
I've never touched a PS1.
Yeah.
Ever?
No.
Dang.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that, like, I didn't even realize until after I got PS4 that we've owned every PlayStation console. That's at one point or another.
That's true.
PS1, 2, 3, and 4. I was like, wow, I guess I've been more...
I have every handheld, too.
I didn't realize that I've been more... I mean, I love my Xbox, too, my 360. I like the Xbox One a lot, too. I'm not biased by any means, but I realized that I've been more of a PlayStation guy than Xbox, like, my whole life. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize I had all 4 PlayStation consoles.
Yep. I did not think about that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that and...
every Xbox console, too.
I never had the original Xbox.
Oh,
I played it a lot at friends' houses, but I had 360 and Xbox One now, but... the only other one I can think of, I mean, I thought Lion King on Super Nintendo was kind of hard, but I don't think I was ever intimidated by it. But the only other one I was thinking of that you and me talked about was Mega Man 10, or X. When I was a little kid, I had no clue what I was doing, because I didn't realize when I was a little kid, like, you have to fight the correct boss at correct times to unlock certain weapons that help you defeat other bosses. And I knew you could upgrade your armor in that game. And I remember watching, like, the opening cinematic of that game, and, like, Mega Man was, like, decked out in his upgraded armor. I was like, how did he get that? And I was like, I want that so bad, and I could never figure it out, and I could never beat that game when I was little. The first time I beat it, playing it all the way through and beating it, was when it was re-released in, like, 3D version on PSP, which was so awesome. If I still had my PSP, I would play the crap out of the game every day. I want to get a Vita, because you were showing me, it was a Mega Man X4?
Yes.
X4 you were playing, that was released for free recently, right?
No, it was like 90 cents.
Well, still, that's awesome. And it looked fantastic.
Oh, yeah,
man,
it's awesome.
I'll totally play that.
And it's hard.
Yeah, I love Mega Man, but I mean, specifically those 2 or 3 games are the ones that at first come to mind. I was like, man, I remember being kind of intimidated by those. I'm sure there's more that I can't remember, but on my end of things, that's kind of like 2 that I can remember.
No, I can definitely understand those 2 games for sure. What about you, Handsome?
All right, for me, there's really only 2 that I can remember very fondly. The first one was Donkey Kong. I don't remember what it was called. It was Donkey Kong 64 or something.
Yeah.
It was on the original Nintendo 64. That game was hard. Did you guys ever play it?
I played it at a youth group. We would play multiplayer.
It was more like, it wasn't hard, but I didn't know what I was doing. And the game didn't tell you what to do.
So it's like Bloodborne.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I just ran around. Like, I enjoyed playing the game, but I never knew what I was doing. It was kind of frustrating.
It's kind of like Super Mario Sunshine. It wasn't a hard game. This is kind of off topic, but I had like no clue what I was doing. I would just go to places and spray the paint away.
I feel like a lot of games back in the day were like that, because they didn't really tell you where to go. You just had to kind of learn.
Yeah, which
learn
is
on your own.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since Bloodborne has been introduced, I actually realized that's actually cool.
Yeah.
So
I didn't realize how awesome it could feel playing just a really difficult game, and like the reward of like beating a boss and stuff. I had like forgotten that feeling. I think that's why we all like have that itch to like we all want to be playing it right now because it's just so much fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to find the next great thing.
Yeah.
But the other one I wanted to, which I've already mentioned, is Kingdom Hearts. Both 1 and 2. Like, some of those boss fights are just so hard.
Especially the
on the
final
higher
boss. difficulties.
Yeah.
Is there a higher difficulty?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
I don't remember.
There's
that
like
either.
3 difficulties. I think 2 has like 4. But yeah, like Sephiroth, one of the bosses.
Dude.
He so hard.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the
Giant sword.
Coliseum battles and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Where you have to
about
fight that big 3-headed dog from
and
Hercules.
the ice
Severus.
boss.
Yeah.
You remember the Ice Titan from Hercules?
Yes.
He was like the very
never got
final
that
one
far.
in the
You
Coliseum.
know what
never
boss
got
was
that
also
far.
really hard in Kingdom Hearts 1 was what's his name from Tarzan, the guy with the shotgun?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Like, on the
dude.
invisible chameleon.
Yeah.
Holy crap, he was so
yeah,
hard.
He was. Dude,
remember
that
it was-
game was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know, maybe we were just kids, but I remember that game being
No, I
freaking
mean,
hard.
I've gone back and looked at videos of it, and it's still hard.
Yeah. I totally forgot. That was a hard
You had to
boss
learn the
battle.
mechanics of those fights, and if you
Dude,
messed
dude,
up,
I
you paid
forgot
for
about
it.
that.
Yeah.
The main boss in that game that really was hard. It was so hard that I restarted the game. Was the
On an easier difficulty?
No, just because I thought I
You
was
just-
like, well, this is as far as I'll get, so I just restarted it. It was the dude coming out of the mountain.
And what game?
Mountain.
Kingdom
The
Hearts.
original Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
Coming
Before
out of the mountain.
towards the very end, it was the demon like in the volcano, and you're like flying around him and stuff.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Why
about.
don't I remember this?
You do.
I have
You
like
sure this is
I have
Kingdom
like
Hearts?
vague
Yes.
images like flashing back in my head.
Yeah.
I think I can see what you're talking about.
No, you
What were
know
they
I'm
flying
talking
on?
Is he like a purple demon or is it like red and
Oh,
purplish?
It was
Oh.
like
I know what you're talking about. Is this on the destroyed,
you know what I'm talking about.
Is this on the destroyed original island?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about
Yeah,
now.
and he like
Yeah.
was like had his arms
Yeah.
crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would just kind of
Yeah.
stand like that the whole time. wouldn't he?
Yeah, that guy was freaking holy crap.
Oh, there are my doggies.
We're gonna blow your ears out.
Yeah.
It was loud to us, anyways. But anyways, yeah, dude, that guy was hard, man. And I never beat the first Kingdom Hearts game
Oh, yeah.
ever. The final boss when he had like 13 different forms.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I actually beat him. Like,
I remember
it's
that.
probably my proudest moment as a gamer, beating that game when I was little.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. I was super proud of that too, and that's one of my fondest gaming memories too. I beat him in this room you're watching, and actually it was when my TV. I've redecorated my room 100 times since I was a little kid, but my TV originally was right here, and I had my buddy Brock Ragsdale
where it is
over.
right now.
Yeah, it was a different TV, obviously, but I had my buddy Brock Ragsdale over, and I had fought this boss like 2 or 3 times and failed, and I'd never gotten past the beach area. You know, you start out on the beach of the
Yeah.
destroyed island, and then you go like into space and fly around
I had
and
the
stuff.
hardest
I
time
never got
getting out of
that
there,
far.
too.
You go into space?
Oh yeah, you go in all
I
these
remember
crazy
being on
places.
a beach and then I go in like this dome.
Yeah,
or something.
I don't remember
I think that's what it
all the
was.
stages. There's like a few
I was
different
like, you go
ones.
There's like
Space.
3 or 4 stages
Yeah.
of that fight. And
But
if
I-
you die once, you start over.
Exactly. So, gosh.
And I remember he came over and I fought that guy and I beat him on my first try. But it was so epic because you got like past all the stages and I felt like once you get to the final one, you kind of know like this is the final one.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like so into it. We were like both standing up and I was fighting this guy and I finally beat him. And Brock wasn't even like invested in the game. He was just watching me play it and like, we both freaked out when I beat him. We're like, oh my gosh, finally, yes! It was amazing. I'll never forget that.
Man,
But that was super rewarding.
I was too much of a pansy to beat that guy.
Yeah.
I guess.
I loved the King. I mean, I know this is we're not talking about games that intimidated us, but just on the Kingdom Hearts subject, I love Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I'm so
they're
pumped for the new
fantastic
one.
games.
I
cannot
always
wait
get
for
to
new
the
ones.
end and never beat it. I got to
Yeah.
the end of Kingdom Hearts
Those are
2,
the best parts.
and I was like, I'm going to beat Sephiroth before I beat the final boss. And, that never happened.
Dude, I
The
love
final boss is extremely hard in his last phase as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he's like the guy that has like lightsabers.
Yeah, I
He
remember
looks
that.
awesome. think his
Kingdom
name
Hearts
was
2 is one of my
Xehanort?
favorite games.
I bet I know
ever.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to have Star Wars in it.
Oh, I hope so.
It
And
is.
Marvel.
It
That'd be
is.
awesome.
It's going to have Star Wars in it.
And Frozen.
If it's not
Frozen.
They
Oh,
even,
it totally will.
They even found like concept art for this mobile game they were doing with Star Wars stuff in it. So they totally were like, we're using
was
this for Kingdom
canceled,
Hearts
yeah.
3.
It was canceled.
Yeah. If they put like only Kingdom Hearts and Star Wars on like a mobile game,
Dude,
that would have been the
Dude, Disney
stupidest thing
characters in
ever.
Star Wars, as dumb as some people might think that is, but like in a Kingdom Hearts scenario, that's like it sounds so
like
awesome.
a lightsaber keyblade.
Holy crap!
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
imagine?
Lights
Oh my
itself,
God.
dude.
Yeah.
Fighting Darth Vader with Luke as your party guy.
How awesome would that
man.
be?
Pretty awesome.
Holy crap!
Pretty
Darth
awesome.
Vader controlling the Heartless.
Oh,
my goodness.
Dude, I can totally see that.
Ah!
Dude, I
was
can
that?
totally see that.
What was
That was my victory screech.
Dude, I'll never forget the ending of Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, it almost made me cry when Kyrie's looking down at Sora and he's like sitting on the
Spoilers,
beach,
dude.
and she's like,
spoilers.
we're finally home or something. He's like, yeah, or something. All they do is like, she like helps him up, and when he grabs her hand, he has that like starfish or whatever she gave him at the very first game, and like that's when you know they made
Then they
it
make
home.
passionate love on the beach.
Yeah, and then Mickey and gang watch.
They join in eventually.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, don't stick your finger there. Oh,
And Goofy's like,
oh boy.
oh boy, Donald.
Donald's like,
What the heck?
you know, there's a fan fiction of that. Somewhere.
Really?
There's a fan fiction
Oh,
of
I'm
everything.
sure. Don't
Um,
even put in Kingdom Hearts Rule 34. I'm sure the exact thing we just said is somewhere.
Probably. Dude, the music in that game is beautiful.
Yeah, there's so
too.
many fan fictions of like Sora and Kyrie and
Oh,
Riku
I'm
and
sure.
stuff.
I can only
and it's
imagine.
like Sora and Riku. Yeah.
Sora
It's messed
and
up.
Mickey.
Riku always reminded me of like Vegeta for some reason, just his personality.
Yeah.
Like he just get pissed off or something. Or he seemed like a cool guy in the first game, and then he like gets corrupted or something at the end, and you don't get him back till like
Lets
the
the
end of the
darkness
second
in.
game. Yeah.
Dude.
All right, too many spoilers. Let's
Nice.
move
Nice.
on here.
This is the official Kingdom Hearts podcast.
Yeah.
coming at you, episode 1.
I'd be all for that.
But is that
Kingdom Hearts.
were those the only games you were thinking that like remember intimidating you when you were a kid?
I know there were others, but I just can't think of them right now,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Boom. I know mine.
All right, well, you go.
No, I'm saving it. You can continue. That's fine.
I really don't remember any. I mean, we have those games that are just you can put on higher difficulty, but I'm not really counting those. Besides Kingdom Hearts. Yeah,
All right,
I
cool.
got nothing.
Nice. Kingdom Hearts is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Silent Hill 2.
Never played it.
That game messed up my childhood.
Yeah.
It messed me up severely.
I remember you telling me about
I
it.
didn't even play the game, and it intimidated the crap out of me. Okay, all my intimidation from games came from my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle was a big PlayStation gamer. He had the PS1, and I did not have a PS1, so I saw a lot of those games through him playing and stuff like that. And I actually started in the beginning because up going into Silent Hill 2, which really messed me up, Tomb Raider really scared me. That game was so intimidating.
Which Tomb
to me.
Raider?
The first one.
Okay.
Because I would play it, and the controls are garbage.
Mm-hmm.
They're awful. And I know for the time they were really cool, but just not being in complete control was just so intimidating to me, and it really freaked me out. And you'd be running, and then a wolf would come out at you,
Yeah.
and I still don't know what I'm doing, and it really freaked me out. And I would load a save file to the very last level, where this giant monster with armed, crawling around like an ape would chase you on this ledge, which I'm sure, if you've played Tomb Raider at all, you know what I'm talking about.
Sounds like Temple Run.
Yeah. I guess. And that just horrified me, and I eventually once I got a PlayStation, I used to borrow that and Tomb Raider 3 from him, and those games, just loading it up and hearing the theme song, it just really made me feel I'm not gonna do good. Basically the same with Bloodborne. I'm just I'm gonna die a ton, and I'm just but I didn't even have fun with that game because I just died too much. But then the PS2 came out, and I remember my mother and my grandmother were watching him play this game, and I went in there and watched, and it was Silent Hill 2, and he was just going through this hospital, seeing the pyramid head and all this
Yeah.
stuff and all these zombies, and that game, like, I had nightmares about that game. That game was screwed.
You told me when we were little kids, and you're like, dude, I watched my uncle play this game, and it was so scary. And you like tried to describe it to me, and I like was so confused. But I remember you telling me it freaked you out when we were little.
So how old were you when you played this?
I was in elementary school.
Oh man.
And that's the thing is, like, I couldn't even play it. That's how I've never had a game intimidate me so much to the point where I couldn't even play it because I like just the menu sounds were just like dun, dun,
Yeah.
just like I couldn't. I would like push
when you're like
start.
scrolling between the options.
Yeah, I was like push start and like put the controller down because of how much it freaking scared me. The closest thing to that is like since I don't think you've ever played a Silent Hill game.
No.
In The Last of Us, you know how you would push start and it'd just be dead silence and it'd just be like, going through the things. It was like that, but way creepier. So it was almost like that. But yeah, that game really messed me up, and that's kind of like way more than Bloodborne in terms of intimidation. But yeah, that game like had an impact on me gaming as a whole because like I would compare other games, like scary games, to Silent Hill, and it'd make me think about it, and therefore I wouldn't want to play games. Like not even, I remember comparing like a Spider-Man game, The Return of Electro or something I rented from Blockbuster, and I
Spider-Man 2?
Yeah,
that's an awesome game.
I compared that to Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Because Mary Jane was like stolen or something, and I was like, this is just like Silent Hill. And I would think about that, and I didn't play it. So that game intimidated me so much, I wouldn't even play other games. So that game like F
Game
me up.
scarred you.
Yeah, that game was seriously scarred me for life. Which, looking at it now, I mean, it's kind of creepy just because it's older, but yeah, now it's it's not a big deal. But being in elementary school, that game really messed me up.
This is exactly why I don't play scary games.
Oh, really?
Bloodborne's not that scary. It has its pop outs.
It's just like its
creepy.
terms of creepiness are in the fact of like you just
I
die.
guess it's more like gory than scary. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, the character designs are freaking creepy. That's for sure. That, and I completely agree with you, Mega Man X. When I got to a boss and it would go like warning, like I was just like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. I remember the hardest boss in that game. I think not the chameleon guy. It's the he looks like a monkey or something, I think.
Oh yeah, he was and he was like the electric dude. He would like swing from the
something like that. I can't remember what he.
I know
exactly
what you're talking about. He's like
but
the big gorilla dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was pretty tough.
My hardest one was the armored armadillo, I think.
Yeah, he was tough too.
Yeah.
Is he the one that like rolls around and bounces around and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There were every boss. The only easy one was the penguin.
Yeah, he's
and
super
I would
easy.
go to him at the very beginning.
And you can get the legs, upgrade your legs right at the beginning, and slide underneath them when you first get your legs.
Oh, can you?
Upgrade, yeah. That's why it makes them so easy.
Shows how much I knew because I don't think I did that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know that till I played the PSP version because I was an idiot when I was a little kid. But
I guess all of these intimidation things have to do with us being an idiot.
you know what I just realized also when I was a little kid is that I didn't even realize you could switch your weapon in Mega Man X when I was a little kid. I didn't realize I was upgrading new weapons each time I killed a boss. I was like, well, I beat him, on to the next one.
Well,
Just use
no
my
wonder.
pea shooter the whole time.
Yeah. Man.
Gosh.
Yep. Well, I think now since we're older, I mean, I don't think we can. I will probably never be intimidated to never at least try and play a game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll at least try. Like you, when you play the new Silent Hill.
And when we say intimidated by like Bloodborne and stuff, it's like a good intimidation. It is intimidation like, should I play it or not? It's kind of like, man, this is going to be intense kind of intimidation.
Yeah, and I mean, it shows because we're playing the crap out of it. It's just the feeling of just like seeing an enemy for the first time and you're just like, it's really just like, it's intimidating because like I don't know what to do. It's just that sense in what we've been talking about the entire time. I haven't felt it since I was a kid playing games like that because games are just getting easier. They're getting easier and easier and easier, and it's just like it's like we're like on there and then it just drops off a cliff with this game and it's immediately
kind of like they're becoming more like movies. Like it's just about story. You're just kind of going along for the ride.
Which that's good in a sense, but I mean I want to play more games like this now. Like the order in this are so far apart, it's not even funny. Which I enjoy both of these games in terms of story and cinematics. If I want a more style like that, I'll go to the order. If I want straight up good gameplay and stuff like that, I'll go for Bloodborne and stuff like that. So I mean, it's good. I like variation in games. It's cool having a good variation, but I think we need more choices like this.
For sure.
So I hope that more developers catch on and, want to make games that are like truly rewarding for gamers that,
I agree.
embark on the journeys that they create.
For sure. Absolutely.
Indeed.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for episode 6 of the podcast. We've been doing this
We've
for
already done it 6 episodes.
6 episodes.
Wow.
That's
Yep,
pretty cool.
6 weeks.
If we were a shape, we'd have 6 sides.
You're right. That's a hexagon?
No.
No.
A sexagon.
No, it's...
Hexagon is 7.
No.
Octagon's 8. I know that.
Yeah. Hexagon is 5, I think.
No.
I think it's
no.
hexagon or something.
What the heck? We obviously are stupid.
Yeah.
So, what?
I don't really care about geometry.
Yeah. You don't need it.
Everyone in the comments will
Took it in high school.
idiots.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing goes for whoever comments on our videos. Like, we'll totally give you a shout out. Not that you even care because we have like maybe 20 views a video.
I'll bake you a cake and
We'll shout you out. We'll absolutely recognize anyone that talks
Preston
to us.
will bake you his famous chocolate lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Chocolate lasagna.
With this actually has pasta in it.
It'd be cool if we ever get to the point where we have enough viewers where like we can kind of pick a community topic every week. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That is something I think is cool.
Viewer questions is a dream of mine.
Yeah, I can't wait to like.
I'll send
I don't
some
care if
emails.
someone's like, "You guys are idiots. I hate you, and I hope you all die in a fire." I would be like, "Thank you so much." I just want to hear someone say something. we want to talk to you guys. We want to hopefully one day meet you guys. Would be rad.
Rock on.
If we ever make it that far doing this little thing we're doing.
We just gotta
will,
keep
though.
at it.
But yeah, we're totally gonna keep at it whether anyone watches or not. This is what we enjoy to do, and I know we hope you guys enjoy it as well. I've even gotten to the point where I enjoy editing our videos because it's like relaxing. I light my candle. I've been lighting a lot of pumpkin pie candles recently. I just found this new love for candles recently. I like find myself at like Walmart sniffing the candles. I'm like,
I love candles too, man.
Candles
But,
are nice. My mom won't let me have a candle up in my room.
They're perfect for
It's
a
like, you're
gaming
gonna
session.
burn the house down.
that's what my mom says every time. I'm like, it's fine, mom.
I'm like 22. It's not a big
I like having a
deal.
nice candle lit in like a dark room, just like lighting the room while I play Bloodborne.
Yeah,
It's
we used to
nice.
have our Diablo sessions at our apartment. We'd all sit together at our kitchen table
With
our-
like a candle
with our
and stuff?
laptops. We'd have a candle.
And we made
and
it
the
look
lights
like a
were
tavern.
dimmed.
Yeah, we made it look like a tavern in there. We
Yeah,
all had
it
like
was
a nice
awesome.
drink and like a candle. It was like just lit by candles. And we were
It's
playing
a nice
Diablo.
dim light, slaying some demons.
Man, that was so fun doing that.
Oh,
I miss that.
Diablo's a great game.
But what were we saying?
I think we were signing
I
off.
think we were
Yeah, just
signing
basically
off.
signing off. But yeah,
Like, comment, subscribe. Do we still put our stuff on SoundCloud?
we don't. SoundCloud crapped out on me.
Screw SoundCloud.
I'm so sorry. Like, it just like said we were uploading. I'm sure I saw there's like a pro plan, but it's something until we get big enough to where people are like really wanting that, like it's not willing, like paying for that or whatever it is. But if we ever get to that point, we'll totally do that. But it just basically kicked us off SoundCloud and corrupted all of our files. So I just like cut them all down.
So we're starting a petition to send to SoundCloud.
Yeah.
So we have three and a half signatures right now. So please,
3.5.
We'll have the link below.
Gotta
guy
have
couldn't
half a
decide.
name.
He said maybe. So
But yeah, as of right now, we're 100% YouTube and just keeping it real, just doing the best we can,
Sounds
enjoying
good,
what we
guys.
do.
So we have 6 hours of us talking on the internet, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That is pretty
Yes.
cool. 6 hours.
It's pretty. If you accumulate all our Let's Plays and stuff together, that's probably way more.
Probably like 10,
Probably around 10
maybe
hours.
10-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe 8, 10-ish.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That would be
Maybe.
cool. All right.
Well, cool.
Like always, we like to drag out our ending.
Our outros, and
Yeah,
sometimes our
our
intros are a little too
dragging
long
things
too,
along.
but
Yep. We just like to talk, man.
yeah.
We save all our topics to talk, so we might as well talk. I don't even know what that means.
We save all our topics to talk.
Whatever, guys. It's late,
Yeah.
and I guess we're gonna sign off now because of that reason. We're all blabbering on. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do anything to make us happy, and I guess we'll see you next time. So.
Yep. Have a
See
good
you
one.
next time.